Hello, I got a story. So this is the first time I lied about relationships. Check this out. This one's fun. So I remember back in elementary school, this is when I was in the 5th grade. This is how early it started for me. So when I was in the 5th grade, I used to have this dude that we used to hang out, and then we used to battle it out. We used to battle it out. We used to compete. We used to compete in all sorts of different ways. So we set up one competition one time, and we said, I'm in the 5th grade. Remember this, okay? So in the 5th grade, my buddy and I set up a competition on who can get the most numbers over the weekend, right? And this is what we were doing at the 5th grade. I was so young, I didn't know anything, right? So this is when I'm starting to fill myself out and I'm starting to understand I'm attracted to women and I want to get with women, right? So me and my buddy, we started to lie. I started to lie, right? So this is what I did. This is how devious I was back in the day, right? So I couldn't get any girls because I didn't have any game. I didn't know how to speak to women because I didn't have any game. I may have been able to speak to my classmate, the women that were in my class, the little girls that were in my class, and I would talk and things like that, but my flirt game was weak, right? So this is what I did. I took my cousin, because this is when I was living with my cousin back in the day, right? So I took my cousin's yearbooks, right? I took his yearbooks, and then I went in there and then I copied names from girls, right? So I copied a bunch of names from girls, and then I went into the phone book and then I just applied numbers to those names, right? This is what I did, and I remember this bit because I acted like I was getting a bunch of girls. So I had I think there was over 300 phone numbers that I got, right? From the names that I got from the yearbooks, plus the names the numbers that I got from the phone book. And then I came to class on Monday, and then I was like, yo, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win because I got over 300 numbers, right? So boom. Me and my boy, we meet up, and then we're getting ready to lay down the bet and see who won, right? So I thought I won, right? But then this is what happened. The dude trumped me. He had more numbers than me, right? And then it was so embarrassing because I was like, dang, how'd this dude get more girls than me, right? I didn't get any girls, but this is what I was thinking. How did he get more numbers than me? That's how weak my game was back in the day. My game is still weak, but it's a good thing Father hooked me up with a woman and a wife, and I'm married now, right? But I just wanted to tell you that story because, working on relationships and getting in relationships, it's a fun game, but it's a very hard game, especially when you don't have somebody who can show you how to be in a relationship, right? And now that I know how to be in a relationship, plus I learned from the Holy Bible, King James Version, that's what's up, how I'm supposed to be in a relationship, the game is real smooth now, okay? All right, I just wanted to put that track down because it's a memory, and I want to tell stories now, okay? I'll talk to you guys in the future. Remember, nobody's having more fun than us. Bye.